Have you ever wondered why someone starts missing you when you pull back? One moment you're there, available, and they're treating you like an option, like you don't matter. Then, as soon as you create some space, boom, they're craving your attention. Why does this happen? What's the secret to flipping the script and making someone realize what they've lost? Here's the truth, it's not about being petty or playing games, it's about mastering yourself, embracing distance, and letting them experience life without you. In today's video, I'm going to give you 7 brutally honest reasons why pulling away will make them come running back, and we're using Stoic wisdom to break it all down. Get ready to see relationships in a whole new light, and more importantly, to see yourself differently. Before we dive in, understand something powerful, this video isn't just about them, it's about you. You have more control over your relationships than you think. It's not just about waiting for someone to come crawling back to you when you distance yourself, it's about taking control of your life, owning your decisions, and understanding your worth. You're not just stepping back to get their attention, you're stepping back to grow, evolve, and give yourself the respect and time you deserve. Now, I know some of you may be feeling frustrated. Maybe you've been the one giving and giving, always the one reaching out, always trying to fix things. But here's the truth, every time you chase someone who doesn't appreciate you, you lose a piece of yourself. That stops today. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand why giving them space works, but you'll also know how to do it in a way that leaves you feeling stronger, more confident, and more empowered than ever. Here's the thing about Stoicism, it's not about ignoring your feelings or pretending you don't care. It's about realizing that you can't control how someone else feels or reacts. You can't control whether they see your value right away, but you can control how much energy you give to someone who doesn't appreciate it. And when you pull back, when you focus that energy on yourself instead of them, something amazing happens, they start realizing what they've been missing. Ready to step into your power? Let's dive into the 7 reasons why pulling away will make them come running back. Reason 1, the power of confidence. It's not just about how others see you, it's about how you see yourself. When you stop relying on external approval to feel good, that's when you truly begin to shine. Confidence is magnetic. It doesn't need to be loud or in your face. True confidence is quiet, an inner knowing that you don't need to prove your worth to anyone. It's the ability to walk into any situation knowing your value, without needing anyone to validate it. This kind of confidence is powerful. It shifts how people treat you, but more importantly, it shifts how you treat yourself. When you own your worth and stop seeking validation, it becomes impossible for others to take you for granted. That's when they'll start craving your attention, because they see the value you're no longer afraid to own. Reason 2, the intrigue of unpredictability. Unpredictability is one of the most powerful tools in any relationship. When people can predict your every move, they stop putting in effort. They get comfortable and stop paying attention. But when you become unpredictable, when you stop being so easy to read, they begin to wonder what's going on. That intrigue? It's irresistible. They'll start asking themselves why you're not always available and why you're not acting the way you used to. The curiosity makes them think about you more, which makes you more desirable. Remember, unpredictability isn't about playing games. It's about living your life in a way that puts your own needs first. When you stop being so predictable, people start realizing your time and energy are valuable. They'll start wondering how they can earn it back, and that's when they'll start craving your presence. Reason 3, the realization of what they've lost. One of the hardest truths in life is that people don't always appreciate what they have until it's gone. They got comfortable. They took you for granted. But when you pull away, when you stop being that constant presence, they'll start to feel the loss. At first, they might not notice, but over time, they'll begin to miss the little things you brought to their life, the conversations, the support, the joy you shared. It's only when they realize you're no longer there that they start to appreciate just how much you contributed to their life. And that realization, it can be a wake-up call for them. When someone is always there for you, it's easy to take their presence for granted. You become accustomed to it. But when they're suddenly gone, that absence creates a void. And in that void, the realization begins to sink in. You start to reflect on how much they've contributed to your happiness, how much better your life was with them, and how much you took that for granted. That's when regret creeps in. You regret not appreciating them more when you had the chance, and you long for the connection you've now lost. The recognition of their absence makes you realize how precious they were, and that regret doesn't fade quickly. It lingers, making you think about them more and more. But here's the truth, you didn't do anything wrong by pulling back. In fact, by stepping away, you gave them the space to see your true value. You allowed them to reflect on all the things you brought to their life, and now, feeling the loss, they're likely realizing the mistake of not appreciating you when they had the chance. That sense of loss is a powerful motivator and often drives people to reconnect with you in ways they never did before. However, it's important to remember that you're not stepping back to manipulate anyone into missing you. It's not about playing games, it's about recognizing your own worth and refusing to settle for a relationship or dynamic where you're not appreciated. By giving them space, you're allowing them the opportunity to reflect on their actions and realize what they've lost. You're showing them that having you in their life is a privilege, not something to be taken for granted. Think of it like this, your time, energy, and love are precious. When you give them to someone who doesn't fully value them, you're allowing yourself to be taken for granted. But when you step back and reclaim that time and energy, you send a powerful message about your worth. You're saying, I know what I bring to the table. If you can't see that, then you don't deserve it. This kind of self-respect is incredibly attractive. It's often only after experiencing your absence that someone truly understands the impact you had on their life. They start comparing how things are now without you, and that comparison makes them realize how much better their life was with you in it. They begin to crave the connection, the emotional support, the comfort, and joy you brought. But here's the thing, they can't just walk back in and expect things to be the same. They must earn their place in your life again. Don't rush back in. When you pull back and give someone space to realize your worth, allow them to sit with that feeling. Let them truly experience life without you. If they return, they'll do so with a newfound appreciation for what you brought into their life. But if they don't, that's okay, because you've already taken the steps to honor your own value and focus on your growth. The realization of what they've lost is a powerful motivator. It forces them to confront the truth about your importance, and often, it leads them to want to reconnect with you. But remember, this isn't about them, it's about you. It's about knowing your worth and not settling for anything less than being truly appreciated. By stepping back, you give them the chance to see your value. When they realize what they've lost, they'll either step up or step out. Either way, you win. The desire to be part of your new journey. When you take a step back and focus on yourself, something incredible happens, you begin to evolve. You grow, embrace new opportunities, and become the best version of yourself. Whether you're picking up new hobbies, advancing in your career, or working on personal development, the transformation is noticeable, not just to you but to everyone around you. And guess what? People notice, especially those who once took you for granted. Here's the thing, growth is magnetic. When others see you leveling up and thriving without them, it stirs something inside them. They begin to feel like they're missing out on this new, exciting version of you. They see you embracing new paths and taking on fresh challenges, and they want to be a part of that. They don't want to feel left behind while you step into your power and start living a fulfilling life. Think about it, when you were always available, always putting them first, they didn't have to work hard for your attention. Now that you're focusing on yourself, the dynamic has shifted. You're no longer the person waiting around for them, you're the person living your own life, setting your own goals, and making things happen. That shift makes them want to return because they see you on a journey of growth, and they don't want to miss out. Personal growth is incredibly attractive. When you actively work on becoming a better version of yourself, whether in your career, health, relationships, or personal development, it creates a powerful energy. You're radiating confidence, ambition, and progress, which draws people in. The person who once took you for granted now sees this new side of you and realizes your life is moving forward, with or without them. They begin to feel urgency to be part of your journey because they know you're headed towards something bigger and better. But they also understand that they can't just come back into your life as if nothing has changed. They need to prove themselves. You've raised your standards, and if they want to be a part of this new version of you, they need to step up. When someone sees you thriving, it makes them reassess their own life. They start asking themselves, what am I doing? How did I miss this side of them? This realization creates a desire to be part of your journey, to not miss out on the amazing things you're creating. They don't want someone else to appreciate your growth before they do. But remember, this isn't about making them feel left out. It's about you living authentically and fully. You're not waiting for anyone to catch up, you're moving forward. And that's exactly why they want to come back. They don't want to miss this new chapter of your life. They want to be there to support you as you grow. But here's the catch, they know they have to earn their place back. They have to show they're capable of supporting your growth. And if they can't, well, they'll be left behind. The people who truly value you will rise to the occasion, wanting to be a part of your journey, not to hold you back, but to support you every step of the way. Focus on your own growth, not to prove anything to anyone, but because you deserve to live a fulfilling life. Whether that means pursuing a new hobby, working on a passion project, or becoming the best version of yourself, make this journey about you. The right people will naturally be drawn to your energy, and those who took you for granted will see what they missed out on. The fear of losing you to someone else. Fear is a powerful motivator. When someone realizes they might lose you to someone else, that fear hits them hard. They start to see your absence creating space for someone new to enter your life, and the thought of you being with someone who recognizes your value like they didn't is enough to drive them to act. At first, they might dismiss your absence, thinking it's just a phase. But as time passes, they realize it's something more serious. You're evolving, becoming a stronger and more confident version of yourself. And they begin to fear that someone else will see the incredible person you've become and take their place. People don't like to admit it, but the idea of being replaced is terrifying. Especially when they see you becoming happier, more independent, and self-assured. They start thinking, what if someone else notices what I missed? What if they treat them better than I did? That's when the fear of losing you really sets in. This fear triggers regret. They regret not valuing you when they had the chance, and now they fear they've lost you for good. That fear lingers, making them think about you more. They start comparing themselves to this imaginary someone else who might treat you better, and it eats at them. The key is, this fear is a natural result of them realizing your worth. They no longer have the security of knowing you'll always be there, and they know someone else might come along and take their place. This fear drives them to act. They don't want to lose their chance, but they also know the dynamic has changed. You're no longer waiting for them. You're moving forward. If they want to be part of your future, they need to step up before it's too late. The fear of losing you isn't just about jealousy. It forces them to reflect on their behavior. They ask themselves, why didn't I appreciate them more? What can I do differently? This reflection can lead to genuine change. If they want another chance, they know they must fix what went wrong the first time. But remember, this isn't about manipulating anyone. You're pulling away because you're focused on your growth and happiness. Their fear of losing you is a result of them finally realizing your value. Keep moving forward. Focus on your growth. If they fear losing you, it's because they see what they should have valued all along. But that doesn't mean you stop growing. The fear of losing you is a powerful motivator, but it's not your goal. Your growth is for you, not them. If they want to come back, they need to do it for the right reasons, not out of fear, but out of a genuine desire to be part of your journey. And if they don't, well, you're already moving forward, and someone who truly values you will step in.